you're not, you're half a leader. And that's one of the things that I learned when I took this role as the CEO of Big Brothers Big Sisters. I mean, literally, it was at a time in my life when I was seeking to have a greater sense of significance. I had had some success I ran a manufacturing company in Detroit for a number of years, and we built that company from 0 to 30 million in book business in 3 years. And our largest customer was General Motors. We did instrument panels, we did other interior trim systems and components, trunk systems, carpet systems for Cadillac. You know, and it was a great thing, and I've had my own marketing company. I've never been involved in the social profit sector before. I like that term as opposed to nonprofit, because sometimes I think nonprofit has a negative connotation about it, just subliminally. But you know, think about that. Non typically means negative. So we like to use the term social profit, and you'll hear me talk a little bit more about what that return on investment is. You probably already know that Big Brothers Big Sisters is the premier one-to-one mentoring organization in existence. Organization has been around for over 100 years, doing it better than anybody else. Big Brothers Big Sisters here in Middle Tennessee used to be called Buddies of Nashville, is over 40 years old in the work that we've been doing here. We've grown from an agency that was serving less than 500 children when I started almost 6 years ago, this coming May, to one that served over 2,800 kids last year. I mean, that's significant growth. We've also gone from a revenue of $1.2 million to $2.62 during that same time. In addition to growth, we have also been a quality-focused organization. We're one of the leaders nationally out of 375 agencies in our quality metrics in terms of match retention, keeping the matches together longer. We found that the strength and length of those relationships has a direct correlation to the long-term impact of what we do. You know, kids facing adversity in particular are becoming better positioned to reach their full potential through participating in this program and be better positioned to pursue the American dream. I mean, that's really what we're all about. You know, again, the one-to-one mentoring piece is just the start. You know, we facilitate these relationships, but we can't do it without bringing in volunteers that are giving of their time, giving of their talent, giving of their treasure, whether it's, you know, being involved as a big brother or big sister, or serving on a board or working on one of the committees that Liz and Sarah would be happy to talk to you about later. The bottom line is that without you know, having this engagement of people like yourselves, we can't achieve the things that we achieve. And we've been able to do it without laying off staff during this time, which is very unique in our sector in particular, but in general, where you hear about people that are out there, that are out of work, they're looking, you know, to try to get re-engaged, they're trying to keep their houses and do those kinds of things. And that was very important to me. And one of, I think, our greatest achievements was to be able to hunker down and do what we do. I mean, just yesterday, we had a meeting, and our agency development director from Big Brothers Big Sisters of America was in, and she shared with me that she's frequently asked by not only the people at our home office in Philadelphia, but by other agencies around the country, how does Lowell and his team continue to have this growth and to have these great quality metrics, you know, in one of the most challenging economic environments that we've seen, you know, at least in my life. And there are a couple of us here that are old enough to remember some of the other things. Y'all are part of this young group. You know, I thought it would be important to share with you what some of those things were and what the assessments were that I made as a leader coming into the environment that saw this agency that was underperforming and is now one of the highest performing agencies in our network. First of all, it was, you know, clearly state the vision, you know, my business philosophy.